Welcome back to Offroad Outlaws, guys, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a little tour of another update that they've recently released. Now, actually, they announced on their Facebook page just the other day that they made a couple of new changes and updates as well as some sort of back-end fixes. The main updates that you all are going to notice right off the bat are they increased the vinyl wrap layer limit for people that are members, but they also added basically a new tab in the dealership, which is limited edition vehicles that are Halloween themed, and obviously this is a very seasonal based update, but some of these vehicles are really, really, really cool, like really cool. Now, I want you guys to let me know in the comments, like, which one y'all would take home, because I know that, like, some of you guys are members in Offroad Outlaws, some of y'all are not, but let me know, like I said before, let me know in the comment section down below which ones you would take home. So, we've got this thing, which we kind of all know exactly where this is from. We've got, well, we all know where this is from as well, although part of me wonders if, like, I mean, yes, okay, if you're doing, like, a replica, I understand why it wouldn't be, like, a mud truck or a monster truck, but at the end of the day, I feel like this in like monster truck form would be hilarious. Moving on to the next one, we have a Halloween themed trailer with like, you know, like a spider and a spider web and a couple of other like, you know, Halloween themed design choices on there. We've got we got another van. We've got the zombie response team bus, which honestly is pretty freaking cool. I love what they did with the tires, the chains, everything that's going on there. I actually really, really like. And then we have a Chevy Cat Eye, which I'm digging this one, but it's not my favorite out of all the pickup trucks that they did with this update. Now, this is one of my personal favorites. This is the Halloween Monster Bus, and this thing is great and all. I love it, but it's not quite on the level of, well, actually, before we move on to the next one, this thing, I think it's actually really cool because they did a sort of different style with it where they used the monster suspension but at a low ride height to sort of create this illusion of it being a mud truck. Like, and I really like what they did with that. You don't really see many people using the monster suspension in this way, so it's very creative. Next up, we have another Halloween trailer, Happy Halloween trailer. You got some skulls on it right there. And then we have this thing. This is my personal favorite from this entire limited run vehicle update. I love everything about the way they did this truck. I mean, obviously, yes, it's very Halloween themed, it's seasonally themed, but even without the Halloween design, this thing would be really, really cool. I'm loving the wheel setup, the tire setup, the fender setup. Like, you've got actually, that looks like a Solid Axle Pro underneath there. You've got a good amount of lift. I mean, this thing would be amazing for both mud and towing, and I might actually try to replicate this thing. Obviously, minus the design, because I'm not that good in terms of vinyl designs. I could do builds, but I'm not there in terms of, like, you know, actual, like, painting and vinyl designs. I'll leave that up to the painters. And then we have this guy as well, another Halloween-themed rig, which this thing is actually kind of rare, and the fact that they included this in this sort of Halloween pack is really, really cool. Now, let's go ahead and head back out now, and let's use one of my trucks. Let's use my Mega Mud truck, and we will go into the customization area, go into the wraps. As you can see, we've got 10 layers in here that are available, and you could pretty much just go to town and do whatever you want. Now, remember, like I said before, I am not like any sort of like, you know, pro design artist in this game or anything like that. I mean, for me, it kind of, you know, making designs has always been a tricky thing for me in not just Offroad Outlaws, but like almost any game, really. I mean, I don't know. I think if I spent a lot of time doing design stuff, obviously I would be better at it, but it's one of those things where you have to, oh God, I wish this didn't move as fast. I don't know about you guys, but I wish that this thing did not, it moves so fast that it's kind of hard to like keep it not necessarily like under control, but like it's kind of hard to sort of get an exact position when it wants to like jump all over the place on you all the time. You know what I mean? So just to demonstrate this, I'll go ahead and throw that right there. And then that's only like one. You have 10 more layers that you could do. So think about all of the different things you could do with this wrap editor now, considering the fact that you have all these layers. I mean, heck, you could do like a crazy flame design. You could do a camo design. You could do just about whatever you want. Let's see, what could we do with that? Actually, this might be kind of cool. So we'll move that right there. And then if we could scale it down. Let's scale it down a bit. And then we'll move it forward. Uh-oh. Now it's straight up and down, though. I don't really like that. That's the only thing that I'm not, like, a fan of about it, is that now it's, like, straight up and down. And I'm like, okay. See, that's where this wrap editor confuses me. But regardless, if you are, like, really proficient with the wrap editor, you can do some crazy stuff with this. I'm going to delete that. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Okay. I just wish they would add, like, a higher limit for decals, because I've already hit the limit for that, and I find the decals to be more fun to mess with. But, again, if you're really big into the wrap editor, that's, like, a huge thing. So now, let's go ahead and... I'm just going to exit because I don't want to save any... I don't want to save any of the things that I messed up on this thing. But... I need another one of these. I need another one of these so badly. Because we have our tow rigs, right? You know, we have this Duramax tow rig. We have, I think, another tow rig in the barn. Let's see if we have another tow rig in the barn. Where's my other... Oh, God. Okay, yeah, well, that's a bit of a wacky thing that I built for the stream. But let's see. This thing, it could be a tow rig if we lowered it back down. Where is my... I could have sworn I had another tow rig. Oh, you know what happened to my other tow rig? It was this, and I turned it into a mud truck. Yeah, so that's kind of how that went. But real quick, let's actually make some adjustments to this guy. Because I really like what they did with the other one. Like, I really like what they did with the other one, the Halloween-themed one, and I kind of want to preserve that, but with this truck. So let's go ahead and we'll do a very quick build. We'll swap a couple of pieces of it out. And I want to throw it on some Solid Axle Pro heavy duties. And should have both of those already. What the heck? No. Hold on. Solid Pro heavy duty. Because I already own it. I just have to install it. Yeah, I just have to install it. Now, obviously, our tires are a bit oversized. A bit is a bit of an understatement. But let's go ahead and bring those down just a little bit. And that's like, bring it down to a 1.0, which I think I'm going to kind of need as of right now. And then I'm going to go and do some quick fender work. I mean, already it looks really good. I mean, and the cool thing is, when you own the different suspension types, you can convert it from monster truck to tow rig with mud tires in like literally no time at all. So let's go ahead now and make a couple of adjustments to the actual fenders on this truck, because I don't really like the current fender setup. Yeah, I like that fender setup though. The cut fenders look really good, because then you can go super high on your tire sizes without even having to ever worry about, you know, running into the fenders. So let's go ahead and bump that radius right back up. There we go. And radius in the back. What am I in the front? 1.1. Whoa! Like 1.2. Okay, there we go. I was just a really low 1.2. Okay. Now, with the cut fender, I am going to have to move that text back, which is totally fine. I'm not worried about it. I do want to go ahead and actually lift it just a little bit, though, because I feel like if I don't, it's going to look a little weird. So let's lift the front a little bit. Obviously not down for that squatted look. We're 0.35 right now, and the back is obviously super stiff, so like I'm going to go 0.20 in the back, and the axis width in the back, well, I don't actually think we even need to bump that out at all, but should we leave it dually? That's the question. Like, I really like it dually. I really, really like it as a dually, and I don't want to, like, mess with that. I don't want to, like, you know, screw that up, because I think it looks so good. But then again, at the end of the day, I think that it could look really good both as a single rear wheel and as a dually truck. So real quick though, just to finish this little thing out, I am going to move you back just a tiny bit. Check mark on that. And move you back just a tiny bit. And check mark on that. And just like that, we've literally adjusted our mega mud truck into a tow rig again. I love that. I think the fact that you could do that in like that short of a time span if you own multiple suspension types is really freaking cool. But if you guys enjoyed this quick little look at the Offroad Outlaws Halloween update, make sure you let me know your thoughts and opinions or your favorite parts of this update in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also make sure you have those notifications on, and I'll see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.